So Rangers, it's a difficult one to take this afternoon at home to Marine. What's your overall feelings on that one?
As you said, difficult one to take. But we started the game bright. You know, they've come here, I think we've seen early on what their game plan was. They come here to sit in, probably try and nick something on the break or set piece. Then Casey does something absolutely pathetic. Goes and gets a straight red after 20 minutes. From there then I think it's a tough one, but I can't, the lad's character, they showed the work rate, the effort. I think even up until their goal, you know, I thought we were always still in control. We've created a few good chances ourselves, especially first half. But as I've just said in there, we can't keep giving teams a leg up with it, whether it's a mistake, it's a red card like we did against Spennymoor when we started the game bright and then we get a stupid red card. Today's the same, pathetic. We get a red card and you're just like, we're just on the back foot basically from the start of the game. But as I've just said in there, I can't really go into them too much. They've just played 70, 80 minutes with 10 men, you know, and the performance they did put in. It was always going to be tough for us to go and get the 3 points, but I felt like it was there. I felt like it was there to go and get the 3 points with some of the chances we created. Then we make subs later on and we throw Big Sam down the middle when we're chasing the game. And just for them, they need to understand we've pulled them in, we've told them what we were doing. Then we start trying to play off in the back when we've gone 2 up front and we've thrown a big man up there to go and get the bits off, and we start playing out. It's a little bit naive off them and you're like, you're pulling your head out on the side, you're trying to get onto them. You know, we've gone 2 up, we're 1-0 down, last 10 minutes, let's get the ball up there and hopefully get on the end of something spilling or Big Sam winning a flick on for us like we did against Kidderminster. But the effort, I can't fault the effort, and it's one of them today. It was tough to take, really tough.
As you alluded to, it's a really frustrating afternoon not to come away from that game with anything at all. But as you alluded, you can't fault the lads' effort at all, can you?
No, can't fault them. From day one since they've come in, they've given me everything. But now it's having that little bit of experience on the pitch for me to know when to speed the game, know when to slow it down, know when we need to go bigger, know when we need to play. Who's going to be the voice out there for me? It looks like at times it relies from everything coming up from the side, which you understand, but we need that little bit of a leadership on the pitch to go, lads, come on, let's squeeze the game. Let's get up the pitch, let's go and try and win second balls in around their box, let's go and up something spills for us up there, and we're trying to play out from the back when we're down to 10 minutes left. We're 1-0 down. So just bits like that where we need to get better at. But what performances, even some of the football we played, Ben, with 10 men, you know, there was some really good stuff. But we can't sit here and say the same thing, and you know, we've seen what Marine come here to do. They've come to sit in and try and get something, even when we went to 10 men. When we went down to 10 men, they've still sat in, and you're like, I think that shows the respect that they've given us, that we're a good team. You know, am I going to fault them for doing that? No, because realistically, they've come here and got 3 points. So I've got to take your hat off to them, and they've come here and done a job on us. But some of the decisions as well, I'm not going to go into it with the referees and stuff like that. I'm not going to argue about the red card. From what I've seen and I haven't watched it back, but I thought it was. But there's some of the decisions they give is beyond me. I'm not going to sit here and say it wasn't a red card, because my first instinct was it was. I haven't watched it back. But Josh is an experienced player, and he's been brilliant since he's come in, and for him to go and do something so stupid is like, come on, he's one of the experienced, brought him in for it being an experienced lad, and he goes and does something like that. But as I've just said to the lads in there, 4 points off the playoffs, Ben. 4 points, it's nothing. So early on in the season. So we need to keep the lads' spirits high, and you know, it's hard to take today. It was a tough one for me to take. It's probably one where I'll sit here and go, it was a tough one to take. But we need to keep the lads' spirits up, and they need to learn from the mistakes they're making at the minute, whether it's in possession, out of possession, to stop goals going in or stupid red cards and letting referees make decisions. We can't put our fortune into the referees' hands, because we know some of the referees, what we've seen so far, that it has some of them that didn't have cost us. I'm not going to sit here and argue that it wasn't a red card. As I said, my first thing, I thought it was. So it was a tough one then for us to take.